Our special guest tonight, Kathy Vox, here with a sweet gentleman named Mr. Tux. And you call him Mr. Tux because it looks like he's wearing like a little tuxedo.
He does, yeah, he does. And also, when he came to the shelter, we already had one cat in the house named Tux. So people were calling him Tux 2, Tux 1 and Tux 2. And we had a lady that volunteers with us, Miss Ellen, one day said, why don't we call him Mr. Tux?
Mr.
So
Tux.
that's what we call him, Mr. Tux.
And we're glad Mr. Tux could be here. And I understand that Mr. Tux, like so many animals, right after the April 27th, 2011 tornado, this little guy was roaming around out there after the storm.
Yes, he was rescued as a kitten, and he was adopted, but unfortunately the family couldn't keep him after a few years, and he was returned to us. So he's been back with us at the shelter for maybe a year, maybe a little less. But he is a total love bug. He loves to greet everybody that comes in. He loves to be petted. He loves to rub his face on your chin. He loves kids. I mean, he likes everybody. He's shedding because he's a little bit nervous. So,
he's checking everything out, just getting down low.
But he's a sweet.
He is a sweet boy. He is a sweet boy.
He's one of his favorite places to sit in the shelter is up in a little window box we have up high. That's still a plexiglass window that sticks out. Oh. And he wants to get on my neck.
He wanted to say hello to your microphone. Wanted to check and make sure your microphone was working. That's very kind of you, Mr. Tux.
Thank you, sir.
Now, somebody watching at home that's interested in bringing Mr. Tux home and keeping him there forever, what should they do?
They should go to the website, www.humanesocietyofwa.org. I'm sorry, and Ellen's going to tell me I messed up. Fill out an adoption application and come to the shelter and meet him. He's wonderful. I mean, he's a wonderful cat. We've got lots of cats at the shelter. If you want to just come and visit them all, we're open every Saturday to the public from 10 to 2. And come and meet Mr. Tux and some of his roommates.
And many others.
Yes.
Well, hopefully somebody watching at home will give Mr. Tux a brand new home. We sure hope so.
He's an amazing guy.
Speaking of amazing guys, that's a good segue, Kathy. Let's go over to an amazing guy named Richard Scott.
Hey, I got an amazing looking forecast. We got temperatures in the 80s out there. Your local weather coming up after the break. Stick around.